Alright, this one's a fun one because we kind of get this interesting mystery with the planter family because, yeah, let's dive into this. So, this is Amphibia, this is episode 8B, Family Shrub. Family Shrub because it's like a family tree, except it's a shrub. So, yeah, it's weird. But Anne has to, well, I mean, pretty much they learn about the family history of the planters, and Hot Pot, for the most part, he's like, oh yeah, this one was a farmer, and this one was a farmer, this one was a farmer, this one was a beet farmer, I'm pretty sure, or was it radishes? It was, yeah, so, or maybe was it even either of those? Man, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, so it seems like everyone has their family history, and for the most part, everyone's family history is kind of meh. I mean, I think about my own family history. I mean, both of my grandfathers fought in World War in well, I had one grandfather who fought in World War II. I had another grandfather that fought in the Korean War. So I had vets. I got vets on my family history at least. I mean, I really haven't taken a time to actually look into my full family history since like elementary school when I had to do it as a project where it's like you had to go into your family's history and like figure out where they're from, what countries, what so it's funny to think that I'm 1/16th Brit English. I'm half I'm pretty sure 1/16th British. Oh man, this is gonna be confusing. I think I'm half Italian. No, not half Italian. I think I'm a fourth Italian. No, no, this is already bad. Okay. I'm okay. You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm English, Spanish, Irish, and Italian. Those are the four main. Those are my four cultural or not culture. God, I'm really bad at this. So yeah, that's pretty much my bloodline. I'm English, Spanish, Irish, Italian. So yeah, it's interesting to think about your family history and like where your ancestors are from, and just the fact that you are kind of from different parts of the world if you think about it. Like, obviously for me, I'm mostly European, but still, it's kind of cool to think that I got some Spanish heritage, Italian, English, and Irish. I knew about the Irish and the Italian because, well, I mean, look at me. But English and Spanish, that's a cool one. Oh, okay, well, I'm way off topic. So. Hot Pop heads to the store because he runs out of glue for the family shrub. So that leaves Sprig, Polly, and Anne alone in the house. And at first, it seems like they're pretty much bored out of their mind and think nothing great is coming out of it. And then Sprig goes up to this funny little Easter egg with the frog ancestors. It's that famous poster, and it's that famous painting of the guy holding the pitchfork with his wife, and you have the white little house behind them on a ranch and stuff like that. That famous painting, and Sprig pushes on it, and it turns out there actually was a secret button, and there turns out to be a secret tunnel, or is it a secret tunnel? I don't know.
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
Like it opens up the secret passage, and you got all these little cool rooms underneath the house. Like there's this science lab, there's this armory, there's this gaming room. So the fact that all these and it turns out then there's more to the family than they originally thought. Like one of them was kind of like a mad scientist, I guess. One of them was a warrior, another one was just a gamer. And so of course each of the Sprig, Polly, and have them take a fondant to each one. Like Sprig loves the fact that his ancestor, that someone in his family used to be a mad scientist. Polly loves the fact that one of her family members is a warrior, and Anne just likes the idea of Well, actually, Anne's one was a little bit clever too because she talked about how she feels like she couldn't be part of the family shrub because she's an outsider, but then she finds out that there was someone in the family that was an outsider and that they actually became an honorary planter. So she kind of takes that to heart. She's like, wow, I could be one too. So, like just the lesson that your family's history, you never fully know about your family's history until you take a deep dive into it. So, but I like these secret rooms, and I feel like considering in the intro there is that shot of them in a temple with the boulder coming at them. I wonder if this is just their like setting up the feel of being in a temple like area, because that's kind of what this is. Because in each room there's a trial that they have to complete in order to get out of the room. And so, like in the science lab, there was this mutated pumpkin that attacks them, and so the family has to kind of hold it off, and Sprig cleverly tries to soothe it, and it's so weird. He's like, "Hey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay," and then he like hugs it, and then he's just like, "Forgive me," and then he just pushes it back into the cage and locks it up, and it's like, wow, that was cold. And even they say that, it's like, wow, that was cold. And he's like, yep, that was cold. Ah, that hurt. So that's how, yeah. And meanwhile, Hop Pop's at the store. He's trying to figure out what kind of glue to get, and obviously there is a wide variety of glue you can pick. Yeah, it's for the most part okay, fun. It's for the most part okay. I really was more entertained by them in the rooms, like dealing with these challenges, because after they get out of the science lab, they find the armory, and that's where, and like I said before, Polly really likes it. Like she grabs a mace and starts flailing it around like a madman. She's just having a blast, and then they go through this obstacle course that they have to get across, and Polly easily destroys it and then gets them out of there, and then they go to the next room, and that's a gaming room. And so at first it seems like nothing is of the sort, but then they find this wall, and for Anne it looks like this game that she plays on her phone called that's on her phone. It's called Slacker Stacker. It's pretty much Tetris if you really think about it, but you can't really say that on a show. So it's Slacker Stacker. And so it's what you would expect. She has to move all the shapes to fit the wall, and of course, like she starts doing it, but then there's spikes. There's the spikes come out of the ceiling and start coming down, and so Anne is like, "It's the sudden death round," and then so she quickly scrambles to get all the pieces and is able to get them out of there, and then eventually they do escape the room. And they eventually escape the whole secret underground temple, I guess, if we're gonna call it that, I guess. And so Hop Pop eventually comes back, and like they come back as well, and then he's like, and he's just they're telling him all the craziness, and of course, at first I thought he wasn't gonna believe him, but then I'm like thinking, well, he did just see him come out of the grandfather clock, like, so he quickly believes him, and then episode ends with him going down with the wood dude, like, because long story short, Hop Hop gets into a sticky situation with the glue at the store, and it ends up getting the wood dude stuck on his back. So they go into. And oh yeah, I completely forgot to say this in the episode with the wood dude, is how he talks, because there's something of like he can't do contractions when he talks. So in that case, he cannot say stuff that he would say, like in the episode that he's in with the cane, like Anne's like, "Can you fix it?" And he's like, I certainly cannot. I do not. Like that. Like he can't, because like he can't say don't. I can't, like, so In this episode, it ends with Hop Pop asking him, "Hey, you want to go check out that tunnel?" "I certainly do." And then "I certainly do." And then Hop Pop's like, "Let's go." And then he says, "Not." And I like how I love the attention to detail that they have with that. They could have easily have slipped up and said, I certainly don't," or something like that. But no, they actually stick with it. "I certainly do not." Yeah, it's cool. I mean, well, for a show like this, of course they're gonna be attention to detail, but you just gotta like it when they do. When they do keep those attentions to detail, like when they make each episode, they're like, okay, well, what happened in the previous episodes? Okay, well, we just gotta make sure that we're on track, that they stink, that they're making sense, all that. So I like stuff like that, and yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for just seeing the attention to detail and just knowing you, because when you see those attentions to detail, you know the amount of dedication that these creators have with their shows, with how these everyone who's a part of these projects are on board and they know what they're doing. They know they're planning everything. They're planning whether it's just a running gag or just attention to detail. They actually are they're fully committed to this, and you gotta appreciate a show when it does that. And so I appreciate this show for doing that. Yeah, I'm really getting into this show. It's really fun, and I'm still debating whether or not these episodes are okay or not. I mean, again, we're not even halfway through the season yet. I mean, we're still establishing these characters. I imagine the second half of the season is where things will start picking up. But for now, we got some fun fillers. So, and mysteries, like I said, mysteries, because with this discovery of some of the planters becoming like mad scientists or warriors or just straight up gamers, it's like, who knows what else has happened. I mean, in this episode 7B, we learned a little bit more about the box that Anne used to get here, so who knows what will come of that. Gotta like a good mystery. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and see you in the next one.